Welcome to Tiger Tally. I'm Aaliyah Smith. The Auburn Tigers held the equestrian SEC championship. The #1 Tigers, who are also the reigning SEC and national champions, made it all the way to the final round. However, they would fall in the championship game to Georgia. Georgia defeated narrow 10-9 victory to take home the championship. Auburn continues its postseason in the NCEA Championships April 13th through the 15th in Waco, Texas. Auburn competed in the NCAA Men's Swimming and Diving Championships. In those championships, 11 records were broken in 18 swimming events. Auburn alone broke 3 school records in the 800 freestyle relay, 400 IM, and the 200 free. There were also 10 athletes that earned All-American honors. Auburn would finish 12th in the standings, while Texas would win overall. The 16th ranked baseball team won its series at Georgia this past week. In the final game of the series, Auburn Davis Daniels pitched 6 shutout innings to give Auburn the 4-1 victory and take series 2-1. Daniel was also named SEC Freshman of the Week. Auburn has now reached 20 wins for the season, which is the fastest the team has done since 2000. Going too fast. A top 5 matchup in softball. The #4 in the nation, Auburn Tigers, opened the series against #2 Florida Gators. Auburn dropped its first game, losing 4-3. The team would also lose the second game of the series. Florida won in a 7-0 shutout to defeat the Tigers. Auburn and Florida will finish out the series tonight at 6 o'clock. Coming up, we have reached the Final Four in March Madness, and there were also some crazy games last week, to say the least. We'll have updates on those and more after the break.
This is a place where it only takes a second to imagine your future. Grasp a new concept in class. Inspire a child's curiosity. Discover a real-world solution. Seize an unexpected opportunity.
There goes Davis!
This is where you gain the preparation, confidence, and determination to succeed. This is Auburn.
This past weekend was an exciting time for college basketball fans everywhere, as the Elite Eight portion of the NCAA tournament was full of surprises. The South Carolina Gamecocks defeated the Florida Gators in the East bracket. The Oregon Ducks defeated the Kansas Jayhawks in the Midwest bracket. The North Carolina Tar Heels defeated the Kentucky Wildcats in the South bracket. And the Gonzaga Bulldogs defeated the Xavier Musketeers in the West bracket. Finally, it's time for the most thrilling part of the NCAA tournament, the Final Four. Gonzaga, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Oregon are the teams still standing the field after 64 was narrowed down this past few weeks. Gonzaga will play South Carolina, and North Carolina will play Oregon Saturday night in Phoenix. Out of the 4 teams remaining, North Carolina and Oregon are the only ones with Final Four experiences in their history. Switching over to football news, NFL owners conducted a vote today on Raiders owner Mark Davis' application to move the franchise to Las Vegas, and the move has been made official. Davis needed at least 24 yes votes from the 32 owners in order to depart Oakland, a place where the Raiders have been located for 45 years. In Las Vegas, city officials have pledged $750 million in public funding towards a new stadium for the Raiders. One of the most coveted free agents in the NFL is still on the market, and not because of talent purposes. Adrian Peterson, who has played his entire NFL career with the Minnesota Vikings, is said to still be on the market because of a hefty asking price. The 32-year-old running back is reported to be asking for a contract that offers more than $8 million in the first season. He is coming off a meniscus tear that limited him to 3 games in 2016. Up next, Casie Cooper sits down with Auburn soccer players Kristen Dodson and Casie Ramsier to talk about last season's run. You're watching Tiger Tally on Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
I'm Casie Cooper here with Casie Ramsier and Kristen Dodson. First, could y'all talk to me a little bit about last season? Y'all made it all the way to quarterfinals and got 17 wins. So what was that like for y'all?
I would say it's exciting. I mean, like, we just kind of played every game like it was that game. We didn't really think about how far we were going to go or what was next. We kind of just focused on one step at a time.
It was fun. I mean, it's a good way to go out as a senior, you know, making history, and to have the group of girls that we did just made it that much more fun of an adventure. And I mean, I was happy to be a part of that group, and I'm excited to see what they do in the future.
The first Auburn team to make it to the quarterfinals and to reach 17 wins. So what does that feel like for y'all, knowing that y'all are the first team to make that accomplishment?
It's awesome. It's exciting to know that you were a part of a team that made history, but it's kind of laying a foundation for the future, you know, like setting it up and putting a name or making a name for this program, and, you know, showing that we're a top competitor among the best teams.
I don't know. I would say like kind of like a proud feeling that we were able to do that. But it just kind of shows that, okay, well, we need to step it up one more time now. Like, this is an expectation. And so now we need to play at this level all the time.
Casie, you and your sister Brooke combined for 152 points in y'all's 4-year career here at Auburn. What was that like for you, not only playing soccer with your sister, but also being so successful along with her?
I couldn't have asked for a better experience with her. I mean, she pushes me each and every day, and she still does, even though we're not playing soccer. She inspires me with her work ethic, and I think the competition between us is so great, and it's a healthy competition, and it pushes us to be better. So to be able to bring that out on the soccer field and to get the results we did, and to be able to be a part of a program for both of us like that is just awesome. And I mean, like I said, I couldn't have asked for a better experience.
Kristen, you're coming back for your final year at Auburn. So what's going through your mind knowing that next season you're going to be putting on your uniform for the last time?
Bittersweet, because I mean, the fact that I've gotten this far is like awesome, but at the same time, you know, it's gonna be my last time playing, especially here. I mean, Auburn's just a great program, and so that's gonna be something that I'm really gonna miss later on in life.
6 seniors are going to be leaving, and you have 9 new players coming in with the freshman class. How is that going to be, you know, working with a new team?
I mean, it's always a challenge, but eventually you'll get there and you learn how to play with each other. I mean, every year you have to play with new players, so it's not really any different. I mean, I've played with them literally since I've been at Auburn, so that's going to be an experience, but I mean, it's going to be fun.
Casie, you've received the NCSAA Scholar American Honors for the past 2 seasons. What is that like for you, getting those type of honors?
It's exciting to be able to get recognition like that. I mean, you never really go into the season hoping to get that. You kind of just go in focusing on one game at a time. But for others to see that and to get that recognition, it's cool. And to get that recognition for Auburn is even better, you know, to show them that Auburn does have great athletes and great scholars and just all around a great program. So I think it's good. It's even better for the program to get that recognition.
And Kristen, you broke last season's single season point record with 38 points. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, when coach announced it, I thought it was Casie. So I was like, oh, like, good job, Casie. They're like, no, you did that. And I was like, oh, like, I didn't even realize, like, that wasn't even a goal of mine. I just kind of wanted to play and just kind of help her out and do what I could.
Casie, you also broke your career record for game-winning goals with 6, and you finished your career with 13. So how did you emerge as one of the leaders of this team?
Honestly, with the help of my teammates. You know, coming in as a freshman, you don't really know what to expect, and each day, whether it was a senior or another freshman pushing me to be better, you know, they constantly were expecting more from me. And as I got older and had more experience, you know, I kind of like grew into that role and knew what was expected of me, but also tried to translate into my teammates. So, you know, the more they give, the more I have to give. And so I think it's a good balance of pushing myself, but also having the others around me be able to bring that out of me. So, I mean, I couldn't have done it without them.
And you also finished your career with 94 points at Auburn.
Auburn was the best choice for me. It helped me develop into the player that I was, and I don't think I would have achieved that had I been somewhere else. You know, with the coaching staff and with the teammates and the girls that I had, I don't think I would have been able to get those results. So it's just comforting to know that I made the best decision coming to Auburn.
So now that you're graduating, what's ahead for you?
Gonna go back to Dallas, work in an accounting firm. Got to find some way to stay around soccer. I'll for sure be following these girls all next fall. But I don't know, we're not sure yet, but it's gonna be sad leaving here.
Kristen, you tied the team with 12 assists, which was top 5 nationally. What was that like for you, and how have you been so helpful with this team?
I mean, that you really can't do without your teammates because, you know, they're the ones finishing it, and I just wanted, you know, the same ball that I wanted to give. So honestly, just being able to contribute in some way was fantastic. But, you know, it's just got to play. I don't really focus on the numbers as much. I just kind of focus more on what I can do and what I can control.
Spring exhibition is starting up soon. Are you ready to get back on the field?
Yes. Honestly, I'm ready to play against someone that's not Auburn, and just kind of see where we are and what we need to improve on and what we're doing well on. So it's exciting.
What's your outlook for next season?
Take it one game at a time, honestly. Like if you look at our beginning of the year, I didn't think that we would make it to the Elite Eight, but it's really just take it one game at a time and do what you can when you can.
And Casie, do you have any message to the team that you're leaving for next season?
Go out there and enjoy it. I mean, obviously they're going to have high expectations, but you just got to enjoy the game. You know, when you get too caught up in the emotions, that's when you get frustrated. But if you just go out, kind of like they said, take it one game at a time and have fun out there, it'll be a great season.